Many thanks for joining us on the newsroom. I'm Tamilore Akinkwole, and these are the stories we're following at the moment. The Nigerian military has declared 8 individuals wanted for their roles in the brutal killing of 17 military personnel at Okwama, Delta State on March 14th. Among those on the list are a professor and a woman, and the suspected chief mastermind of the attack, Akwevu Daniel Omotegbono. The military urged Nigerians, especially residents of Delta and adjoining states, to provide credible information that could lead to their arrest.
Accordingly, we all have a collective responsibility of doing right. That said, a banner for the wanted persons involved in the killing of the 17 soldiers that were buried yesterday is hereby released to the press, and we encourage citizens, particularly those in Delta State, to assist in the investigation by flushing these persons out. What we do in a situation where there is tension is to de-escalate it. And where it has gone out of hand, we contain it to make sure it doesn't spread. So what has happened in Delta must never repeat itself. And it is for that reason that we have put out this banner of 8 persons, including a woman, as wanted persons. We will do whatever it takes to get these people. If we need to put a bounty on their head, we will do that.
The Defense Headquarters, DHQ, says the level of distress created by the abducted Kuriga school children provided grounds for the troops to exploit and rescue them. General Buba said the armed force is bent in sustaining the winning ways of the operational engagement is demonstrated with the recent rescue of its 16 and 137 hostages in Sokoto and Kaduna State, respectively. Still from DHQ, the Defense Headquarters said a federal high court in Borno has ordered the release of no fewer than 313 suspected terrorists arrested by the military. According to them, the court ordered their release for lack of evidence to nail the suspect after their investigation. The terrorists will be handed over to Borno State government for further notice. And the law firm of Falana & Falana has written to the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, to request the lifting of the suspension of his client, Senator Abdul Ningi. Falana said that Ningi's trial before the lawmakers on March 14 was contrary to the provisions of the Legislative House's Power and Privilege Act 2018 and violated their client's fundamental right to a fair hearing. Falana also said the Senate, by its action, violated the right of the entire people of the Bauchi Central Senatorial District to representation in the Senate for 3 months, a situation which is considered a breach of Section 111 of the Constitution and Article 13 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights Act. And on business, the federal government has directed commercial banks in the country to henceforth deduct the remit of 0.375% on all loans disbursed by them. The deduction is to be made on the principal loan amount, according to the message sent to the customers by banks. This comes as the government expands its net on transaction covered by the stamp duty charges from regular bank transfers to foreign transactions and now loans. Now, on the global scene, a total of 120 active forest fires have been recorded in Mexico, affecting 7,137 hectares in 19 states, the Mexican government said. According to a report by the National Forestry Commission, there are 120 forest fires in 19 states, with the central city of Idigalo worst hit, having so far burnt 1,874 hectares. Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez said at the daily news conference that a total of 60,000 Mexican soldiers, marines, and civil protection and forestry personnel were working to control the fire. And finally, on sports, Super Eagles defender Kenneth has assured that the players are determined to give their all for maximum point when the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers resume in June. Super Eagles contingent for the friendly matches against Ghana and Mali in Marrakesh departed Morocco on Wednesday, with most of the players flying back to their base in Europe. Nigeria will take on Bafana in Uyo and then confront Benin Republic away from home in the international window of June 3 to 11 in match day 3 and match day 4 of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying campaign. And that's all we have at the newsroom at the moment. Join us at the top of the hour for more stories.